casually waiting on people to walk through the house so I can continue talking. Just kidding. What's up everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I just wanted to share with you guys my favorite Netflix shows, or the best shows to watch on Netflix. If you guys like this and want to make this series out of favorite shows to watch on Hulu, favorite movies, and suggest movies, stuff like that, you guys just let me know in the comment section down below. Let's just go ahead and get right into the video. I'll go ahead and start with Friends. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of this show. It's just like a basic TV show that is based in New York City. It is from, oh my gosh, I think it was from the 90s. But my mom watched it when she was younger and I fell in love with the show as well. I think I've watched it through probably at least 6 or 7 times over and over again. I've probably seen certain episodes more, but I love that show. It's so funny and it has Jennifer Aniston in it. Really just a really good show. A lot of people, whenever I suggest this show, don't want to watch it because a lot of people don't like studio audiences, and this show really, it's meant to be funny and you can catch on to it, but it really does have like a storyline. So if you start from the beginning and work your way through, there's like 10 seasons of Friends, and with that being said, there's a lot of events that happen throughout. So if you watch it from the beginning and then you watch all the way through, I promise you it is worth it. It is an excellent show. It does have the studio audience where they laugh whenever something's supposed to be funny and stuff like that, which doesn't bother me. So if you're one of those people that doesn't bother, then Friends is a really good show, and I'm sure everybody's probably seen at least something from the show before, but seriously consider watching the whole series from the beginning. Okay, this show is called Riverdale, and again, this is one that I'm sure everybody's heard of. I highly recommend watching Riverdale because it's different. It's like a series that it involves like a mystery. I aim to please. My Siri thought I was talking to her, but anyway. It's like a series that has mystery in it and it's like thrilling. So it's not like it's like a drama series. I mean, it is drama, but it's not just a drama series of love and stuff. So a lot of guys think that's kind of aimed for women. Riverdale is really good and it's really thrilling. Like you always want to keep watching the next episode. So far, I think there's 2 seasons out on Netflix, and then the next season should be working on or coming out soon. So I'm staying tuned for that. Oh, and if you ever watch Zack and Cody, it has Cole Sprouse in it. The actors are just really good in Riverdale too. So yeah, make sure to check that one out. Another really good series that I had never ever wanted to get into. Well, the show is Grey's Anatomy. And the reason I never wanted to get into it was because my mom watched it when I was in kindergarten. I remember my mom watching the show, and I always was just like, whenever people my age watched it when I was in high school, I was like, I don't think I could get into that because, well, one, it's like 15 seasons long. They're on season 15 now. They're still working on the show. I think there's 14 seasons on Netflix, but I just never really thought I could get into it, just simply because I feel like it has to repeat itself if it's 15 seasons. But anyway, so all my co-workers, when I started working at La Di Da, they were like, you need to watch the show. And my boyfriend, he'd watched it before and he said it was actually pretty good too. So I finally gave in and watched 1 episode and it got me hooked like that. I was really surprised because I didn't think I could get into it. Now I'm on season 4, I think. It hasn't started repeating itself yet, but I know a lot of the stuff's on Twitter. This is like a huge show. So honestly, if you have the time and need a good Netflix series to start and you've just no clue what's left that you want to try, I really do recommend Grey's Anatomy. Okay, I have another one for you guys. So this show is so good. I need to make sure it's still on Netflix before I tell you guys this and get you all excited. This show is so good, you guys. It is called The Blacklist. I do not even want to give you guys any hints, or I don't even want to like really explain this show because it gives it away, but in a way, I'll just tell you guys what it kind of reminds me of, because if I explain anything, it'll give the show away and it'll ruin it. It reminds me of Criminal Minds, and honestly, this is one of those shows, like, you can watch one Criminal Minds episode, and of course Criminal Minds is episodes that can kind of continue on, but if you watch one Criminal Minds episode, you basically know what's going on. Well, with the Blacklist, you want to start from the beginning, because each episode is like a thriller to the next episode, and it is so good, you guys. I could recommend the show to anybody. If you like Criminal Minds or Forensic Files or anything like that, then I highly recommend The Blacklist. It is a really, really, really good show. This next show is another one of those that I'm sure a lot of you, if not all of you, have heard of, and it's called Stranger Things. And this show is super good. It is a Netflix original series, so this is something you can only find on Netflix. Oh my gosh, you guys, this show, I didn't know what to expect when I started watching it. It's really different. So Stranger Things takes place in the 80s, and oh my gosh, I don't know how to explain it without giving it away, but it's really cool. Like, it's different, and a lot of people, I feel like it's either gonna be hit or miss. You're either gonna like it or you're not, but just give it a shot. Just watch one episode and see if you like it before you diss it. Okay, this next series is another one of those hit or miss kind of things. Like, if you're not into a broad mindset, you don't like to watch stuff that you don't think is real and stuff like that, then this might not be the show for you. But The Walking Dead is a wonderful show. Okay, so there are 7 seasons of The Walking Dead out right now. This show is basically about the zombie apocalypse. I can tell you that because it won't give the show away, because that's the show, and if you've ever heard of it, I'm sure you already knew that. Oh my gosh, I'm only on season 3, but it is so good. It's another one of those, each episode is like a thriller and wants you to go ahead and watch the next one, so you'll spend hours of your day watching the show. But if you're looking for a good show and it really freaks you out to wonder, oh crap, what if that really did happen, you know what I mean? And the same with Riverdale. Oh my gosh, that show is like really realistic, but it's really crazy to think about too. But yeah, The Walking Dead is a really good show. This is another Netflix original series, but this is based off of books, so it's called A Series of Unfortunate Events, and personally I had never heard of it. My boyfriend said that whenever he was younger that they had read the books. I had not. But just watching the show, it's another really different one. It's not like a drama series, it's not like that kind of thing. It's literally the name of the show, A Series of Unfortunate Events. Orphan Children. There's 2 orphan children, and they just keep going through all these families because their parents passed away and they have a lot of money, and so a lot of people want to have them for their own so that they can get their parents' fortune. This show, it's really different, really different. I think it's worth it to give it a shot. I just keep saying that. You guys are probably like, oh my gosh. So there's 2 seasons, but each episode has its own metaphorical meaning, and then there's a guy that's the narrator, so it's really like they're reading the book to you and you're picturing it in your head, but you're really just watching it on the screen. So it's really cool, and I just really recommend that show. The next show, I'm trying to give you guys like a broad spectrum of different options instead of all something that's like the same thing, but Breaking Bad. This show, I think I started watching my sophomore year of high school maybe, and oh my gosh, you guys, it is so addicting. Like, you want to know what's gonna happen. I don't want to spoil anything. If you've ever heard of it, some of you are probably like, yeah, that doesn't sound like something I would like, and that was me. I really didn't think it sounded like something I would like, but whenever I actually started watching it, I got hooked on it, and I just kept watching it. It just keeps going. It's not, to me, it wasn't repetitive. It's like you never really know what's about to happen. Some people might think it's predictable, but not your girl. But I really do recommend Breaking Bad. Basically, he's a high school chemistry teacher, and him and his family are like in need of money, and he has this guy that's like a drug dealer come, and they go together and then they like make meth. And then, I know it's stupid, I know, but seriously, just give it a shot, because it's not like that at all. It's really crazy to think about that, honestly, that they would even make a show out of that. But if you just give it a shot, you might like it. Oh my gosh, this is probably the second best show I ever watched in high school. The first one is not on Netflix anymore, but it's on Hulu. So if you guys want to see my Hulu favorites, make sure you leave that in the comment section down below. Gossip Girl. Oh my gosh. This show takes place in New York as well. A lot of the shows I watch take place in New York or Los Angeles. But anyway, this show takes place in New York, and it's a bunch of high schoolers, and then they go to college. Really, but you know, in reality, they're like all 25 years old. And you're like, yeah, this is not really an expectation that I should be having for high school, because it's nothing like it. But it's crazy. This show was filled with tons of thrillers, tons of drama scenes where you're like, whoa, and you didn't put that together. It's crazy. And the whole show, you're trying to figure out who Gossip Girl is. And I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but it is crazy when you get to the very last episode. Oh my gosh, I love that show, and I always want to rewatch it. Gossip Girl is a really good series, and there are 6 seasons of Gossip Girl, and I really wished there would have been more. And if you are a Blake Lively fan, well, she is in Gossip Girl, and she is the queen, so I highly recommend that. So we are down to number 10, and none of these were in specific order. I love them all in their very own unique ways, but 90210 is number 10, and this show is one of those drama-filled shows. It's constantly changing. It's constantly something different. I feel like, really, I don't feel like anything on this show is predictable, but it did always keep my attention. There were times that I was kind of like a little bit more bored, and there were times that I just didn't watch the show for a while, but once I started back and watching it, I was like watching it and watching it and watching it and watching it. There's like a dead period for a few episodes, like in the middle of the show. I think that I started watching it last year, and I got to season 3, and then I didn't watch any more for like 3 months. And then whenever I started back, I watched it until the end, and I finished it not too long ago, probably a couple months ago. But it is a drama-filled series in Beverly Hills, and it's not the original 90210. And I know that a lot of older people that actually were able to watch that show liked the first one better, didn't like the second one. I didn't see the first show. My mom loved the first show. I didn't get to watch it, unfortunately, but since I didn't have any knowledge of the first show, I feel like that made my opinion of the second remade version better. But I feel like too, if you have like a special connection with a show that you watched when you were younger, you're probably not gonna like it if new people try to reenact it with a similar storyline but not the same, because you're attached to the characters you like. 90210 is a really good one. So that concludes this video. You guys, don't forget to let me know if you want me to continue this series with favorite Disney movies, or favorite scary movies, favorite action movies, favorite animated, favorite Hulu shows, whatever it may be. You guys just let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to thumbs this video up and subscribe if you are not already. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. You guys, I'm so grateful for all of your support. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a blessed week and a great day. Thank you guys for watching. Bye guys.